Hello, it is 8 p.m., December 6th, 2019. Welcome to the weather update. I want to take a look at the weather for the next couple of days. We have, obviously, the snow is gone. We've had some warm temperatures across the area. Uh, First, we're going to start off looking at the satellite. You can see have this front moving through. It's kind of a mild day today, but we have this cold air that is going to be coming in from the north and bringing us some much colder conditions for tomorrow, fortunately, because being that it was warmer, I had to see some things outside that don't like having to see. You know, just put it that way. So Central Park, it's 47 degrees. Let's take a look and see what it is at Farmingdale. 49, west wind at 14, gusting to 26, so a little above normal, I believe, for the day. We're pretty close to 50 degrees today across Long Island. Let's take a look and see what it is in New Jersey. But it got even warmer there. Let's see. 46. Let's see what it hit over there. So it hit 50. Yeah, I'm at 51. Why am I not surprised? So yeah, quite a kind of a mild, warm day today. But fortunately, it's going to cool off. We'll look at this too. We'll look at some of the observations across the area, and this in here, show you some of the observations and show you the change that's going to be coming our way. So yeah, we're still in the upper 40s and still quite mild today across the area. You can still see 52 there by Atlantic City. So still quite a warm day, but if you look to the north, you'll see 20s upstate, and that's where our air is coming from. So we're going to get some colder air, hopefully. It doesn't look that cold up there. We're at just the mid-20s, but you have to go all the way into Canada until we see the teens. So yeah, still kind of mild out there. So let's look at the models. Let's see what's going to be happening. We'll start with the GFS and take a look and see where the GFS takes us. So this little weak front, a weak low moving through. We have this high building in for tomorrow, which should bring us some nice cold and hopefully sunny weather. Big strong high there. That's the kind of high you want to see. Bring us some nice weather, and it's going to keep us dry until Sunday, and then we get on the return flow side of it, and then we're going to deal with some warmth and heavy rain Monday. We're going to have an LLJ type of situation, and it's going to be kind of a drawn-out situation too. This low over the Great Lakes, and it's going to keep us in a very strong southwesterly flow. Monday looks to be rainy, and Tuesday rainy as well. And then this front moves through on Tuesday, and we get into some much colder air by later Wednesday into Thursday. And we see the temperatures really drop nicely. It gets nice and cold. Another nice strong high building in. And then another storm. But you can see this looks like an intense storm, but it tracks right over us. That would be heavy rain for Saturday, December 14th. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then, of course, we'll ways. This was looking into the long range. You can see the high building down there. And another rain event. But no snow, unfortunately. But we do have some plunges. There's another one coming for December 22nd. No snow, unfortunately. It doesn't look like that. And that's because if we look at the upper air pattern, you will see the issue here that we have. So let's go to the upper air pattern now. Nope, that's the wrong one. That's the one. We look at the upper air pattern. You see we got this, not really a very deep trough. Then we have this ridge. It's going to bring us that warmth. And then we have this trough that's sort of off to the west. But again, it's not that deep of a trough. It's a big trough, but it's not going down that far. And then a ridge again, and then another deeper trough as you head into the weekend. And because this is a week away from this weekend, maybe we could see a snowstorm there. Maybe gets a little more favorable, but then it warms up again, and you see the issue. We do have plenty of cold air shots coming down, though. We'll just look at the euro for a minute on the same upper air. So we'll see if there are any changes here. So kind of in agreement with the euro with that, and then there's that ridge and then that trough. But it's a shallow trough, kind of lifts up, and so we don't really get into a nice deep trough until next weekend. So there's some kind of agreement with the GFS and the euro that there'll be a much deeper trough on the weekend, which will yield some more storminess and maybe even colder air. We're going back to the GFS now. We'll look at the temperature anomaly so we can take a look and see where the cold air is going to be. All right, so let's go to tomorrow. Actually, let's go. So we were a little above normal today. So we see that cold shot tomorrow. It won't be dramatically below normal. And then and then we're dealing with this extreme warmth, way above normal for Wednesday and Tuesday especially, way above what it's supposed to be. And then we have this cold shot coming through, and that'll give us a nice shot of a little more colder air, more below normal, more Arctic type air. But then we warm up again on the weekend, and then we have another shot of cold air. But none of them are really that broad until we get toward the end of the period, where we see maybe a little more broadness there. And that's, of course, this is toward the end of the period, and models that far out are pretty unpredictable as far as that goes. So let's take a closer look at our area and see what our temperatures are going to be as we head into tomorrow. So here is tomorrow. Originally it was supposed to be colder. They kind of backed off on how cold it's going to be. We're going to be in the upper 30s, maybe close to 40 in southern part of New Jersey. Still a little below normal. But then we recover into the low 40s on Sunday, maybe mid 40s on in Jersey. And then we see this really ridiculous warmth coming in. Here is Monday. We're in the low 50s. And then look what happens Tuesday. Parts of the area, especially south, Toms River, you might be looking at close to 70 degrees. Long Island could be close to 60 degrees. And then this very strong cold front moves through. Wednesday we're down into falling through the 30s, and then Thursday we may not get above freezing. So this is the best cold day we have right now to look forward to right now. Is Thursday, December 12th, and that cold air doesn't stick around, unfortunately, for long. We already see the temperature start moderating on Friday, and then Saturday, same deal again, another shot of warm air, and then ahead of the storm, and then it cools down again, mid 40s, but that's still slightly above average. And then another plunge. I'm trying to see if there's any really. I mean, it looks like there will be another plunge sort of around Tuesday, December 17th. Could be another plunge. And then lifts out. And then we see another warm up around Thursday, December 19th, maybe possible. And then, I mean, no extended periods of bitter cold, but we do have some shots of bitter cold. And again, toward the end of the period with that broad trough, it does give us a bitter cold day. So we'll have to see what happens. Obviously, models are that far out, or I mean, just take them with a grain of salt. So let's take a look and see what we have with the dew points, because humidity is going to actually be an issue. After some nice dry air this weekend, the humidity really starts coming up on Monday. We see that dew point climbing up because we got this tropical LLJ, low-level jet, coming up. That's going to bring the dew points close to 50 degrees, and Tuesday might even be even more humid than that. Looks like dew points into the mid-50s, so it will be humid. And then after that, we get this really cold shot of air coming in. And then we drop down, and that's a really nice cold, dry shot of air there that we'll get. And that's the GFS. So now let's look at the clouds and see if we can get some clear skies in our area, because right now we've been dealing with a lot of clouds, except for that day we did clear out nicely after that snow. Let's see how Saturday looks. Unfortunately, GFS has some cirrus over our area to start, and then pushes it a little more south in the afternoon, which means Long Island might be clear, but for New Jersey, unfortunately, at least the southern part, you're going to be dealing with this cirrus around, it looks like. And then as we head into Sunday, more clouds come into the picture. And then Monday, more clouds. Obviously, Tuesday, we have to wait until Thursday, that next cold shot, which we could get some nice clear skies over our area. That would be Thursday, December 12th. We'd have to wait to that. But lots of clouds around. And then this far out, the models are going to take with a grain of salt, as far, especially with the cloud forecast. And the GFS lately has been overdoing it with the clouds. So that's one thing I noticed. So hopefully we'll have better luck with the NAM. Let's take a look at the NAM and see how the NAM. See, the NAM has much less clouds over our area. It does have that cirrus over New Jersey popping up, but for Long Island, it looks like it keeps it fairly clear for most of the day. So that is good. Long Island will be clear, and we should have a clear day on Long Island. And then for Sunday, increasing cirrus clouds coming into the picture. So that's what it looks like on those two models, at least as far as, I mean, I can look at one more, the RGEM model, and that also does sky cover. And these are 18Z runs from today. So let's see what yeah, you can see that cirrus. There it is right there over New Jersey. So folks in southern New Jersey, unfortunately, it does not look like you're going to have clear skies. But for Long Island, it looks like we will. So should be able to have clear skies over Long Island, and it will be nice and cold, in the 30s, and like the really unusually yucky warm air we had today. Now I don't. Let's go look at windy.com. And I want to actually look at this because this and Billy sets new record. This is a southern hemisphere tropical cyclone, the most rapid intensification in 24 hours since 1980. So let's just look at this for a minute. So it has intensified by a whopping 115 miles an hour in the past 24 hours. So most rapid intensification on record since 1980, breaking the old record set by Ernie only a couple of years ago in 2017. The only northern hemisphere name, now this is southern hemisphere, I believe. So in the northern hemisphere, the only named storm to intensify more than that in a 24-hour period in the satellite era was Patricia in 2015, and in the eastern Pacific at 120 miles an hour in 24 hours. The Atlantic 24-hour rapid intensification record in the satellite era since 1966 was Wilma in 2005 at 110 miles an hour in 24 hours. So at 2 a.m. UTC, and Billy was the equivalent of a Category 4 hurricane with sustained winds of 155 miles an hour. So we'll have to go and we'll have to look at this because it's actually going to show us where this is. So this is over here, I believe. So this is the storm over here. And if we look at it on the wind field, you'll see here it is. So it's off the African coast. So again, we're seeing unusual weather all across the globe due to this climate crisis that we are in. And for those that want to keep arguing that we are not in a climate crisis, the proof says otherwise. Time and time again, the proof says otherwise. And some people, they just don't want to. I understand, that people have an opposing viewpoint, and they have a right to express their opposing viewpoint, but the science is not on your side, guys. All right? The science says otherwise. The science says the world isn't going to end in 12 years, but life is going to get a lot harder for humanity if we don't do something about this. So, all right, that's my little climate rant on there. I had to throw that in there. Sorry, but climate is related to the weather, and sometimes I have to. So let's take a look and see what's going to be happening on this Euro model here. We're looking at this across in our area. So you can see we're in the mid-40s. We drop off, though, into the below freezing by the morning, and then tomorrow we have the temperatures in the mid-30s. And for Sunday, you'll see those temperatures start rising already, and we start dealing with temperatures. Maybe this is upper 30s, maybe low 40s. Mid-40s down in Jersey, but the problem is Monday. When we get into this really disgusting air, this is 10 a.m., 53 in Riverhead. You can see the warm air is just coming in, 55 in Toms River, 57. Look at this. Look at how warm it gets by 2 p.m. We're close to 60 on Long Island. Well, actually, no, we're close to 60 in New Jersey, and on Long Island we're in the mid-50s. But if we throw in the dew points on top of this, you'll see that the dew point's going to be very disgusting too. Look at that. This is the dew points. The humidity is going to be very high. You probably got to put the air conditioner on. This is why the air conditioners don't come out of the window in the winter anymore. I notice a lot of people don't take them out anymore, and this is why, because you get these. You never know when you can get a humid air mass. So we go into Tuesday, it's going to get even worse with the humidity. These are dew points we're looking at. 11 a.m. Dew points in the low and mid 60s over New Jersey. In New York's, in Long Island, we're dealing with dew points in the upper 50s. And let's go to 2 p.m. here. And these dew points are very high, very, very high. Temperatures be even warmer than that. So look at that. Toms River has it at 62. But I wouldn't be surprised at Toms River. You got to remember, of all the states in this country, New Jersey is warming faster than any other state. So it could be 70 there. It would not surprise me if somebody does hit 70 if the sun comes out. But there will be heavy rain around at times, though I think the rain might be more on Monday, because this is when we get in the heart of the warm sector here. You can see, look at these warm temperatures. But not only are we going to be dealing with these warm temperatures, we're going to be dealing with high winds too from this LLJ. So we're going to take a look at the winds here. All right, so this is the winds on, all right, that's not too bad, southwest at 12. You can see offshore they're pretty strong, and that could cause some coastal flooding again. These are the winds on Monday, 2 p.m. But if we put wind gusts in, I think you'll see that the wind gusts, which is what the wind will gust to. This is Monday. You can see how strong this low-level jet is. We could have wind gusts to 43 miles an hour. and even a little more further out east, maybe close to 50 along the coast. And I think that gets even worse as we head into the, let's see if it gets even worse. Let's go heading into, all right, so it does improve by Tuesday. It looks like the heart of the LLJ as far as the moisture goes will be Monday night. As far as Tuesdays goes, it looks like the winds back off as the winds go more southwesterly and we get warm sectored. And then we see that cold front come through. I think, let's see when we see that cold front come through. Still not through yet. This is Tuesday night. Very warm. Yeah, it starts coming through around 9 p.m. So we're going to have to watch for this. Obviously, we'll take a look at the rain possibilities here. Tuesday, let's see. Does it give us, has us mostly in the light rain chance. It's Monday, I believe, that we're dealing with the heavier rain. Yeah, that's what we're dealing with, the heavier rain. So the slug of moisture comes through on Monday. Well, I'll have another weather update to you before this storm, but again, we're watching this big low-level jet tropical event for Monday and Tuesday. So, but for now, enjoy the weekend. Enjoy tomorrow when it's cold. And hopefully we get the sun. Oh, yeah, we'll look at the clouds. That's right. I want to look at the clouds. And let's see how the Euro handles that. All right, so here is 7 to 9 a.m. Looks like it's got the clouds off to the south. Long Island looks clear. Let's go to noon. Yeah, Long Island stays clear. But you can see the cirrus over New Jersey. But it looks like Long Island does stay clear. So hopefully we can get a nice, clear, sunny, cold day tomorrow. The kind of days that we long for here. Well, at least I long for. But anyway, that's going to wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching. And I'll have another one for you Sunday night as we talk about this upcoming tropical event that we're going to be dealing with as far as tropical low-level jet air push. Like I said, I hope you didn't take your air conditioners out of the window because you're probably going to need them Monday and Tuesday. Take care and have a good night.